All righty, let's go ahead and get this party started. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, sir. We can hear you all right.
I can hear you good. I'm working on my camera right now.
Okay, that's what's up. Good. Welcome everybody. Thank you for taking this Sunday evening to join us today. I definitely this is something, man. 2022 gonna be epic, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be epic. And you guys are coming in at the perfect time. I think it's especially with the industry the way it is now, a lot of folks are retiring. So now's a good time to be in the insurance industry. If you don't have experience, that's okay. If you do have experience, thank you. We would love to pick your brain. You know what I mean? So again, thank you all for joining us. Shout out to everybody that's on the call. What's going on, Jacob? Cortez on the call. Cortez is actually one of our recent graduates. Just got his license. Man, shout out Cortez. Woo! So
going on, Mr. Harvey? Appreciate it.
man, it's all good. Man, it's all good. So super excited to have everybody here. We'll wait a couple more minutes to let everybody get chimed in or get logged in. Just sent out another mass text. So and I'm gonna get the system together. So y'all bear with me as I try to figure that out. So I want to send out a text on Wednesday, Saturday, and then like 2 today or something like that. But we'll figure it out. I don't want to spam y'all. And you can reply stop if you don't want to receive those anymore. But yeah, we'll just give folks a couple more minutes here. While we're waiting, let me show y'all this real quick. We actually just got these back. Let's see. I thought that was pretty awesome. Can y'all see my screen?
We just see the outlines.
Okay, good. So we
My name is Cecil with a second, also known as CJ, but some people call me just Cecil. I graduated earlier this year, class of 2021 of May. I got licensed a month after graduation. Before I became an adjuster, I was recently working 2 jobs, one at Mercedes-Benz dealership and the other one at Top Golf. I became an adjuster because I like the entrepreneur life that comes with it. I like working on my own time, working on my own schedule, and essentially just the freedom. One thing I want my future self to know is that actions speak louder than words. Never just say anything, just always do it. And if it fails, then you just learn from your mistakes.
right.
My name is Alexander Dowling. I go by Zan. I graduated in July of 2021 and became licensed around the end of that. Before I was an adjuster, I was bouncing between warehouse jobs, unemployment, working at Amazon, things of that nature. The opportunity that it gave, it allowed me to be a lot more flexible with my time. It really find out who I was as a person. Just whatever you do, just be yourself. Don't be uncomfortable being in an uncomfortable situation.
The last one. That's the last one. I'm proud of the fellas, man. I'm proud.
Before I became an adjuster, I was working at Walmart, just a regular 9 to 5. Didn't really have too much freedom outside of that. When you're working a 9 to 5, your life is pretty much predetermined. 8 hours out of your day is dedicated to this job. So I can kind of be more flexible and choose what I want to do with my time. Anything's achievable. You gotta have a dream, put the work in.
Right. Woo. Yeah. So, man, I'm super proud of the fellas, man. Like, they actually taking the initiative, you know what I mean? They putting in the work, they doing the studying, you know what I mean? So super proud, couldn't be more happier. We definitely got to get more ladies in though, man. So again, this is the Insurance Career Training Center. So right now we are focusing on adjusting, but we plan to expand into other lines of insurance in the future sometime. You know what I mean? We just go put that in the universe right now, but during this mentorship program, we're actually focusing more on property. So if you were part of the last cohort, or if you saw some of the clips from the last cohort, that was also a property cohort as well, where we were focusing more on the exterior. Given that, the season that we're in, we're going to focus on the interior with this cohort. Now, we will still talk about some of the exterior stuff, but this one will be more of the interior stuff. Because if you remember, about this time last year, we had the freeze in Texas, and there was a lot of interior work. So, getting ahead of that and getting ahead of possible more interior stuff, we want to teach you guys the interior side. You know what I mean? And of course, when you become part of the program, your family, you can always call. We'll answer your questions, help you out, as much as we can. We definitely have some knowledgeable and experienced adjusters that, are part of the team, man. I love it. So, where do we want to start? Okay, so let's just get right into it. So the insurance ICTC, this is the All Lines Adjusters Mentorship Program. Again, if you're part of the program, it's not just, getting your license, take you on ride-alongs, assist you with getting your tools. We are working on a possible opportunity with the city of Houston that we plan to definitely, put y'all to work. You know what I mean? Trying to get y'all some work. So, excuse me. So that's looking promising. There's actually a few other partnerships that we are working on so that we can actually provide the opportunity so you guys can get out there and make some money as soon as you graduate the class. So again, it's sponsored by ALA of Texas, All Lines Adjusters of Texas, but we are ICTC. And what we want to do is actually educate our Black and brown youth, our youth, about the business and career opportunities available in the insurance industry. So I'm saying Black and brown youth, but obviously if you have a youth that wants to be a part of it, or if you're older and wants to be a part, I ain't gonna discriminate, we don't discriminate, but we want to help the Black and brown youth in our community because that's who needs it the most, you know what I mean, in my opinion. So definitely want to reach back and, teach them what I know, you know what I mean, or what Tamar knows, or what Gigi knows, or that knowledge is power, you know what I mean. So if we can pass that knowledge down to our youth, it just makes for a better, more powerful community, right? So why do we do it? Well, if we can get Black and brown youth and us to see the value that we place on things, to, when a house is destroyed, we place a value on it. When a car is destroyed, we place a value. If something's taken, we place a value on it. If by seeing the value we place on things, maybe we can begin to see the value within ourselves, because it's not about the things. You know what I mean? It can be gone at any second, as you can see working in this industry. You can have a $50 million mansion that can be gone in 5 minutes from a hurricane, right? So it's not about the things and the value we place on things, but how we're helping the families and how we're helping them get back on their feet and how we're helping our families get on their feet, right? And it's actually an opportunity that you can take your whole life, right? So you can do this. I know folks been doing it 23, 25 years. I actually met a guy yesterday who's doing 26 years. So it's a very lucrative opportunity if you put in the work, right? It does take work. You know what I mean? And if you put in the work, you can make some pretty doggone good money. Actually, I got my oldest with me here. He actually got his license right out of high school, graduated high school, had his license the next month, I think, or something like that. And he's been working ever since. So just got him a nice little vehicle. I can't stand it, but it's cool. But what do we do? I mean, how do we get there? So not only do we want to, instill some value within us, but we want to provide you the training, the tools, and the resources that you need to actually add value to the industry, right? So just because you get the license, now you need tools, right? So we want to be able to provide you your tools, if at all possible, help you with the tools if we can. But we also have a partnership with what's Scott's business name? Claiminator. So we have a partnership with Claiminator where we can actually help you get your tools. It comes, you can get a vest, you can get the belt, however you want to do it. And so we have resources that you can actually tap into to get the things that you need once you have your license. There is a cost involved. I mean, I think all in total, you may need about $1,500. Yeah, about $1,500. Yeah, I mean, and that's running property though. That's running property. That's all the property tools to get started in property. Now, with auto, you don't need as many tools. I mean, you can probably get started with 500. Yeah. So after your license, probably 200-300, right? You can get started with auto, buy your clipboard for $1. You know what I'm saying? So, but we also want to provide that information for you, how to get into auto, how to get into crop, how to get into marine. So we're planning on connecting those dots and creating that network for you guys to jump into those different verticals that you want to be in, that you want to explore, right? So what are our key strategies for this year? First off, we definitely want to build that training and resource network that you guys can access, that you have accessibility to, that, you know, people that look like us have accessibility to, that, you know, is not very much a blockage to get in. You know what I mean? Like, man, they make it hard for us, man. But it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't. So we want to build a training and network resource that's accessible to our community. We want to partner with organizations that are aware so that they can help us to provide career and business opportunities, because this is a business opportunity. Now, you can go career side and work for a company, or you can decide to start your own company and do this, you know, as a business, right? So want to help you with that as well, right? So, and then when we do that, what we end up happening is we grow a community of empowered people of color. Yeah, I mean, if we can get them while they're young, making good money while they're young, we reducing crime. You know what I mean? We increasing tax revenue for the cities that they in. They buying properties and investing in their community. You know what I mean? So it's a lot bigger than just getting an adjuster's license and getting to work. So it's beautiful, man. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love seeing the kids and the folks that get into it, man. Like, when they start making some money for real, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Those first big checks, I love seeing it, right? So how do we get there? I think I did that already, by providing training resources to add value. All right, so am I going the wrong way? Yeah. All right, so what have we done in 2021? In 2021 alone, just last year, just 1 year, we've had 16 students graduate. So that's either they completed the class and have been licensed, or they completed the class and they're waiting to get their license, like they've done their fingerprints, so they're trying to get through the licensing process. So we've had 16 graduates, and we've done approximately $2.5 million in claim volume. So compared to the industry, like, it's $1 trillion industry, so it's a drop in the bucket, but I'm proud. I mean, I know the folks that are part of ALA and ICTC are super proud. So, I mean, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? So we definitely want to increase 20, 200, 2 billion, you know what I mean, couple years, something like that. You know what I mean? So some of our past guests, we've actually had Andrew Saul, which talked about business interruption. We had Ms. Roberta Mike talk about workers' comp adjusting. Then we had a workers' comp lawyer. So one of the things that's fascinating about, like, the all lines adjusters is one of the most powerful licenses that you can get in the industry, right? So Jeremy Lund is a workers' comp lawyer, and he said himself that the all lines adjusters license is the equivalent of being an attorney. You know, because you can call expert witnesses and stuff. Like, you need the police, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta go get police reports, fire report, you know what I mean? Like, the whole nine. So as an all lines adjuster, you can pretty much walk anywhere, but it gets you in a lot of doors, right? Which goes into, what are we going to be doing for the next 6 weeks? So today, again, is just an info, just a conversation about what we're doing, while we're doing it. And then we have a special guest for you guys tonight, Ms. Gigi Thomas. Super excited about that. But what we'll do is, next week, we'll talk about how do you become an all lines adjuster. So what are the fees required about, you know, what is the testing, what is the, you know, I mean, what states, and we'll go into all of that information for you, right? Then once you learn about the license and you get your license, all right, so now what are the tools that you need to use this license, right? So we go over, you know, the shingle gauge, the pitch gauge, the moisture meters and things like that nature that you'll be using with property. Now, again, with auto, crop, marine, there may be different tools, but for the sake of this course, we're focusing on property. So once you have your tools, so you got a license, you got your tools, you know how to use the tools, Now let's go try to find you some work. So now we need to build your resume and get you on some rosters so you can try to put those tools in their license to work, right? So we'll go through, what are some things that you should probably have on your resume. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And also the different rosters that you can get on. So, excuse me, ALA of Texas should probably be your first roster that you want to join, because we are definitely working on some amazing things for the folks, for you folks, for us folks, for all of us. And so join our roster, but we'll show you how. There's over 3,000 to 5,000 different rosters that you can join, right? So once you're on the roster and you get work, what do you do then? So we go into customer service and time management. How do you book an appointment? What do you talk? Once you set up the appointment, all of that good stuff. How do you work a claim? How do you access the claim? Everything that you need to, get that claim on the books. Now, once that claim is on the books, what do? You got to go out and inspect it. So we're working on the interior property damage with this cohort. But if you want to watch the last cohort, well, I guess it was last year. So if you want to watch last year's cohort, you can actually go to our YouTube page. I believe it's on there as well. And then you go to ICTC online. It's available there as well. And you'll get the PDF documents, the slideshows, all of that good stuff. And then once you inspect the property, what do you do then? Well, you got to submit a report. So we'll show you how to submit a general loss report, a GLR, and an estimate for the damages that you found. So we will use Xactimate. Maybe Tamar, maybe you can do, we do half Xactimate, half Symbility. That'd be dope. If you want to do that. But we'll, show you how we go about writing an estimate. So again, it's just not about getting a license. During this, if you're here in the Houston area, you actually have the opportunity of going on ride-alongs, which are actually paid ride-alongs. So you actually get paid training while you're in the field, right? We actually have a couple of folks in the class that here tonight that have actually been on a few of those ride-alongs. I made some few dollars, So and that's what it's about, man. It's about helping our community to create income so that we can build our community for our community, right? So our team, Ms. Tamar, she's on the call as well. So she's our training coordinator, senior training coordinator. She was instrumental in finding some of our training speakers. So love Tamar. I believe, I don't know if you want to say something, Tamar.
Thank you all for coming. I hope you all find the information that we provide for you all to be very informative. Also, make sure to follow our Facebook group and as well as Instagram, because we do provide you all with a lot of Cecil, he be on it. He provides you all with a lot of information on jobs that are looking for individuals, as well as trainings and other things. So definitely pay attention to our Facebook page to get more information, and I look forward to seeing what this cohort has to offer.
Awesome. And yeah, she's absolutely right. And also, if you haven't already, go to either ICTC.online or ALAoftexas.com and just sign up. Once you sign up there, you actually go into our email and text system. So you'll get, texts about jobs. We'll start if you want it. But most of them we've been posting it in the Facebook group. Like everything's been going in the Facebook group. It's called the Black and Brown IA Network. So you can search for it. You should be able to find it. Black and Brown IA Network. Yeah. And then our Chief People Officer, Miss Natalie Ayers. I'm not sure now you want to say something or not.
No, I don't want to seem repetitious, but just super
okay.
This cohort also full of information. Don't keep it for yourself. Invite more people to join and share the wealth and knowledge.
Absolutely. All righty, so I'm gonna play a 2-minute video, or I think it's 1 minute, and then we'll get into our special guest, man. JJ, what's going on, JJ? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, then we'll get into it. So hello. The reason I'm here today is to tell you about a program that we've been developing in the state of Texas, and also to let you guys know that we would love the opportunity to service your team and your clients as all lines independent adjusters. The Insurance Career Training Center, ICTC, educates Black and brown youth about the business and career opportunities available in the insurance industry. We educate our students on the ins and the outs of becoming a licensed, responsible, and knowledgeable all lines adjuster. We give them a stipend on graduation for their initial tool purchase, and we partner with aware organizations such as yourself to provide opportunities to display their value to society. So far, from Q1 to Q3 alone, we've submitted well over 1.4 million in volume. I know it's a drop in the bucket compared to the industry, but we're super proud. It's a blessing, and we've learned a lot. An organization like yours would be a great addition to our growing list of partners. We're currently looking for field and remote opportunities for our graduates. Our hope is that if they can see the value that we place on things, they can see the value that they have within themselves. This will not only lift the community, but it will lift individual spirits and boost morale. Knowing that you can provide for your family with a skill that you have, it's a beautiful feeling. Take it from me. We've already completed the program for a small group of youth, which have all been deployed. We're still in the startup phases, but I do truly believe that this would be a wonderful opportunity for not only your team and your clients, but the community as a whole. If you would like to reach us, please visit our website at ALA of Texas or visit ICTC at ictc.online. All right, that's it. So, yeah, like I said, I'm excited about today's speakers. I've been knowing Gigi since, since my very first deployment. You know what I mean? Like, she's always been helpful, always. So Gigi was actually a former school teacher, though, you know what I mean, with a background in construction. So I think it's about, what you got, about 5 years of experience as an adjuster. She actually started, well, you know what? We just gonna let Gigi. So from Tallahassee, Florida, all the way from with a master's degree in educational leadership and a BA in communication, both from Jacksonville University, the incomparable, the undisputable, the Miss Gigi Thomas, y'all. Let's give it up for Gigi. You know what I mean?
All of that.
Yeah, already. What's going on, Gigi?
Man, nothing much, Cecil. It's a pleasure to be here today. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thanks for coming.
I'm happy to be here, and I appreciate your energy.
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna do my best to match that tonight.
Already.
I learned that when I moved to Texas. Yeah, I am from Tallahassee, Florida, but I live in Dallas, Texas now. Actually building a house in Forney, so I'll be based out of Forney here in a couple weeks.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I learned that word already. And I moved here.
Yeah, it's definitely a Southern thing for sure.
For sure.
So how long you been an adjuster, Gigi?
About 5 years now. I started in the insurance industry. I actually started selling insurance. I was selling auto insurance, homeowners insurance. I had my PNC license first.
Okay, nice.
And then about 5 years ago, yes, I started adjusting. I worked with a company called Windhaven Insurance. I was doing auto adjusting for about 1.5 years until their company went belly up. And then I said, I might as well just continue to use my license, and the hurricane hit.
Yep.
And that's when I got my first deployment that year. And I've just been doing it ever since and loving it ever since. And not just because of the money, but because of the people I get to help and the things I get to do with my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it kind of just goes into what you were talking about earlier, just being able to change your family's lives, take care of things, and how your income and your lifestyle once you're an adjuster is similar to a lawyer. And, as a kid, when people think about careers they wanted as a kid, they wanted to be a professional basketball player, professional football player, a doctor, or a lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
And so with your all lines adjuster's license, if you're on that level as a lawyer, then hey, we made it then.
Yeah, all right.
It's a great thing what ALA is doing for Black and brown people, being able to be in that community, in that circle, and teach everybody not just how to make this type of money, but what to do with the money when you do make it. Like you said, buying back your block, buying the community, building houses and things of that nature. I'm buying my very first home at 34 years old, but I know people in this game who are younger than me, and they then bought 2 and 3 houses. So
Yes, man.
we need to get to that point.
Yes, yes,
I'm
yes,
with
yes. Already. Yeah, that's my word, by the way. I'll probably be saying that all night. Man, that's awesome though, Gigi, man. Congratulations on the house. You know what I mean? And Gigi mentioned P&C, so that's actually property and casualty, which is another license that you can get. Like the insurance industry, it is immense the amount of, number one, the amount of money that's out here, first off. But the different verticals, like there's such a broad array of different things that you can get into. So when you went to auto, what was auto like for you? What made you move to property?
Auto was cool. Now that I have experience with both, I will say auto, I would say, think about it like this. If you're a human being, you have a vehicle. When you're without your vehicle, you're gonna call people all day, every day and say, hey, where you got my check to get my car fixed? Because I need my car. I can't do nothing without my car.
Right.
But when something happens to your home, normally you 9 times out of 10, you can still live in the house and still have those repairs done. You still got a roof over your head.
Yeah.
So people not calling you, stressing you out, so that's what I see the biggest difference is in auto and property. But either way, it's money to be made in both.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so I know you work for several carriers. So all right, what was the highest claim you ever wrote? I guess that's just me being nosy about it. What's the highest claim you ever wrote?
It's been over 200,000.
Nice. And that was what about
near 300,000 on the claim. So that's probably the biggest, but that wasn't even a total loss, believe it or not.
Well, must have been one of them $1 million mansions or something.
Yeah, that was probably like a $700,000 policy.
Nice, nice.
Had a lot of water damage and stuff. So
yeah, it wasn't too bad. I know that was nice. If it was component, there was a nice little component check.
Nice component check.
Yeah. So what we talking about? So you can actually get paid a couple ways in this industry as an adjuster, right? You can either get paid component, which means that you get a certain percentage of the value of the property. So a lot of companies pay you. So if it's $0 to $1,000, you get X amount of dollars. If it's $1,000 to $5,000, you get X amount of dollars. So a lot of companies will give you split that with the company that you're working for. So you get 60% or 65% or whatever portion that you work out with the company that you're working for. Or if you're on a deployment, they may start you off hourly, but you can go component there as well during hurricanes and all of that good stuff. And if you're working for a staff, for an insurance company itself, or for an IA firm, you can become a staff for an IA firm as well. It's usually paid hourly. So it's plenty of money out here, y'all. You just got to find what you want to do and get into it. So what was your favorite part of being adjusted though? GG?
I like climbing roofs, believe it or not. That's my favorite part. When I first started adjusting, the only experience I had climbing the roofs was when I was a little girl, being a tomboy, climbing roofs in the neighborhood. But when I started climbing roofs as an adjuster, I noticed there was a technique to it. And you got to be skilled, you got to pay attention, you have to be aware of your surroundings and things of that nature. And so I went and got rope and harness certified. I found a good class actually right outside of Houston.
Okay. You remember the name?
I can't remember the name right off the bat, but I have his contact information and I can get it to you so that you can share it with your new adjusters that are coming on.
Yeah, pretty.
But it was inexpensive. I think at the time, the price fluctuates depending on if it's a busy season. He jacked the price up to like $600 a class, but I got it when the season was low. So there wasn't nothing going on. So it was only $300 for me to go and take the class to get rope and harness certified. But I mean, excellent class, taught me a lot. I got all the rope and harness equipment. So that has become my favorite part just because I like sharpening my skills and learning new things.
Right. Nice, nice. And yeah, definitely got to sharpen your skills in this industry. So there are a ton of certifications you can get. Now, you don't have to get them,
Oh,
but if
Cecil,
yeah.
you make more money when you rope and harness certified
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. Doggone right. You know what I mean? Doggone right. That's what I was just about to say too. You don't have to get them, but you become more valuable. The more you know, the more
Exactly.
valuable you are. You know what I mean? The more money you can charge for your time because, you know, you could be doing something else. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Like, you don't have to have, you know, some special degree to get another certification. If you want it, go get it. You know what I mean? Pay that couple dollars, invest in yourself, and go get it. So yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's probably the worst part. I don't like getting no rules, man. I don't. I don't like the paperwork. You know, that's the worst part is the paperwork too. That's just me though. You know, but like I said, it is work involved. It is work involved. So you also do other things though besides insurance adjusting, all right?
Yes, I sell insurance. I also have my own business. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an active member of my church. I'm a fiance. Like I got a life. Yes.
Right. Nice. That's what's up. And that's the beautiful thing about an adjuster. You still have a life. Yeah, you're spending all day, every day in front of the office, and yeah, you can take vacation. You can say no, I don't want to work.
You can
this
say
week.
no. You can.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, you pretty much can.
Right. So is there anything else you want to share with us? I don't know. That's all pretty much all I had. Anybody got any questions?
Unless anybody has any questions.
Anybody?
I have a question.
Go for it.
Who's that?
My name is Sanford. I don't have I'm not an insurance adjuster yet, but I've kind of peeked on the outside of the industry. I thought about getting into some deployments, getting emergency certifications to go to, I think it was Kentucky, and with all the stuff that hurricanes, the tornadoes and everything. What's an example, to the experienced adjusters, what's a good number that you're gonna probably make when you make a deploy on a disaster?
Average, you looking at about 3,000 to 5,000 a week. Per week. So every week. Yeah. So,
what he said. I like to calculate my change by month. Sometimes I say 15 to 20,000.
Yeah, a month. Yeah, especially during the
15,000 a month. And
that's on the low end though, for real. Because if you get component and you go out there and you kick butt, you know what I mean? You doing 2-3 components a day. Excuse me. You can make 5,000-10,000 a day for real. You know what I mean? Depending on the damages and all that. But yeah, but on average, if you go out with an IA firm that's paying hourly, yeah, about 3,000 to 5,000 a week.
Yeah, they're gonna pay somewhere between $34 and $36 an hour. You're gonna work 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts. So you do the math, and that's overtime is anything over 40 hours that week, time and a half.
Yep.
Yeah. And what you mentioned about rope and harness, add an extra $10 on top of that.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, it is a very lucrative. Man, I wish I'd have known about this 18 years old coming out. Man, doggone it. Boy, look at here. I tell you what, I wouldn't have had 3 keys. I tell you that. So I probably had 50 all over the nation. So, any more questions and things for GJ? This is awesome, GJ. I appreciate that. Learning a lot about you today.
I have a question for you, GG, because when you think of rope and harness, a lot of adjusters, and not just women, but adjusters in general, kind of fray away from that. What would you say in your experience was the easiest portion of training for rope and harness and the hardest part?
The hardest part of rope and harness training was mustering up the confidence to go.
That's powerful.
The easiest part of training was everything. Because the instructor, and I'm gonna give you his information when we get off the call. I'm gonna find it for you. I'm gonna definitely give it to you. The instructor is amazing. He's amazing, and as long as you have no fear, like you trust him, and you trust me, like I'm telling you, he gonna take care of you. Gonna make sure. I got a girl who she's rope and harness right now, rope and harness certified. She went to the class after me. She wear nails. She go get her nails done all the time. She's not like me at all. Like you can look at me on video and tell I'm more of a masculine female, but she's way more feminine than me. She is working harness right now in Minnesota, in Wisconsin right now.
Right.
In 30 degree, 20 degree, 3 degree weather, and she doing it. So I say the hardest part is mustering up the confidence to go, because you're going to be afraid, because you probably ride around your nice neighborhoods and you probably see these 2-story homes with roofs like this, and you probably like, what? How in the world?
Ladder assist.
Right. And some companies will allow that. So that's another thing. Don't be scared, because at the end of the day, as long as you have that certification, you're good. You're going to get paid that money. And I've been on the my last rope and harness deployment was hell season in Oklahoma. It was rope and harness. I was getting paid $44 an hour and working 7/12s. And I probably seen 5 steep roofs. I worked 40 claims.
And only 5 of them was real doggone.
Only 5 of them were steep roof that I needed a rope and harness to get on.
Right. I'm getting mine this month.
And I worked that component, and I spreaded those 40 claims out within 3 months. I made $65,000.
Damn. I mean, doggone.
In 3 months.
Yeah, let me borrow 20.
So I started off hourly, but then after my first week, I went to component because I saw the damage.
Yes.
It just made sense.
Yes. Y'all, I hope y'all soaking this game up. Yeah, I really do. Because she's dropping some jewels.
Yeah, it's good to hear from someone who's actually doing it. Because I will tell you, I turned down a couple of jobs because I wasn't rope and harness certified. So really encouraging to hear someone kind of ease you into trying it, to see if that's something that is what we know is lucrative and is conducive to the job, but just really making it more at ease to do it. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Right on. That's all that matters. And that's it. That's why we do this right there.
State Farm have ladders. State Farm and Allstate have ladder assists too. So
I applaud you, because I'm gonna be honest, when I did the training and that first roof I did was like a 512 pitch, I was like, oh, okay. But then when I actually went out into the real world,
no. So in the training program, he has a 12 and 14 pitch roof that you'll get on in the training class. So
yeah, I would definitely like that information. I would at least like to get the certification.
Yeah,
so
just to say I got it. Yeah,
got it.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate you, GG. Right on. And for those of you that don't know, Gigi got a master's degree. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
If I would have known I didn't need to go get my master's degree, I would. No, I'm just playing.
2 of them. Trust me, we were duped, girl. We were tricked into
I mean, college ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? I tried it. You know what I mean? I don't think I did the first year. I lasted the year. You know what I mean? But yeah, it ain't for everybody. And I'm super glad that I found this industry because, like Gigi, I also do life insurance too. So this is a good way to actually fund your dreams. So if you're a musician, if you are a video, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that your dream is, this is an opportunity to fund that, right? So you can go for 2-3 months and work a hurricane in Louisiana and make what, $60,000, you know what I mean, $40,000, $50,000 for those 3 months. And then you can come back and fund your dream and put that into your business, put that into your venture, your love, your hobby, your family, you know what I mean? You pay off debt, help those in need. Like it opens up the doors to live life, man, for real. You know what I mean? So if it's something that you want to do, continue to follow us, continue to jump in on these classes every day. It's every Sunday at 7 p.m. It'll be the same link that you receive. So it'll be the same thing going forward. So if you would like to receive email and text notifications, go to alaoftexas.com or ictc.online and register there. Then you get the email and text notifications about the next class and the special guests and all that good stuff. If you would like to receive information about job opportunities, training opportunities, join the Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook, we might start sending it out in a text or email or something. I mean, yeah, we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works. But if you're on Facebook, join the group. If you're not, you might want to go and hop on Facebook. Get that information there. So again, we are working on some amazing opportunities. We plan on, again, partnering with the City of Houston, the Office of Emergency Management. We plan on working with the Department of Neighborhoods. Like we working on some big things for y'all, man. Like God willing, you know what I mean? And so far he willing. So we've already had the meeting with the folks at the OEM, and dang near couldn't get through the doggone interview. That was cutting us off. Like, yeah, we want to work with y'all. You know what I mean? So we're looking forward to that come February. Hopefully we'll have more information for you guys. And again, I don't know if y'all signed up for the last resource on the text message email I sent, or I think it was just text. So Adjuster's Resource, it allows you to create one profile and then submit it to multiple carriers at one time. So I did it the other day. Actually, God called me yesterday, the VP of ICA. So if you're not on ICA's rosters, go to ICA.com, I believe, or search Google ICA claims. So did the background check for them yesterday. That came back. And I'm gonna call them on Monday and see what kind of claims they got. He said they got a ton of claims in South Texas. And they need help. And so if you guys are already licensed on this call, go to ICA, Google ICA claims. His name was David. But if you're in the Facebook group, yeah, I posted it in the Facebook group. But I found him on the Adjuster's Resource. I put my resume, and I just start clicking submit on all of them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, so you got to get out there. We'll go into that more in the rosters and resumes course, of course, but just wanted to throw a little bit of little value out there. We'll leave the last 5-10 minutes open for Q&A or open discussion. And then we'll close it out. So anybody got anything? Oh, man. Okay. So I did want to share, Adi. So being an insurance adjuster, right? So you work in seasons for the most part, right? So January to March last year was snow and ice. You know what I mean? So we had a lot of interior stuff, right? From about March to November is hail season. You know what I mean? Hail, high wind, tornado season. And then from September to about December is hurricane season. So, you know, we work sometimes, it's either feast or famine for real. So you're either super busy or it's slow. So during those slow days, take advantage of it. Because when it's busy, it's busy. You know what I mean? You won't have time to do nothing. You know what I mean? Because you're working 12, 14-hour days, but you're making good money. But it is a sacrifice. You could be away from your family for months at a time, weeks at a time. So make sure, you know, you guys if that's something that you want to do. But you don't have to. I mean, you can stay within your area and work daily claims, and we'll get into all this. But I did want to mention that it is in seasons. We talked about the different opportunities, auto, property, boats, crops. I mean, it's insane how many different things you can do. Bodily injury, workers' comp. And again, a lot of folks are retiring. A lot of folks are just, not going back in the field. A lot of people, new folks come in, don't like it. They never go back out. You know what I mean? So, but a lot of folks are retiring across the board, everywhere. And so there's a need for talented, licensed insurance adjusters in the industry. So there's growth there. And then with technology getting better and better, it's becoming a lot easier for real. So I got this thing right here for ITEL. Whenever I need a flooring sample, I just put it right there, take a picture of it, and it submits it to ITEL for me. I ain't even got to mail nothing off of that, right? And yeah, that's all I got. That's all my notes. Again, thank you, GG. Right on. Appreciate you for stopping by and sharing your knowledge, your experience.
You're welcome. I dropped some links in there for y'all.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, Cisco, I got one question.
Go for it.
The opportunity that you mentioned in South Texas, is that something that they're offering an emergency certification for? So I could just go down there and work, or what?
So yes and no. Yes. Yeah. If they offer an emergency license, yes, you can get that emergency license and go down there and work. Of course, you're gonna need your tools, and but you're responsible for your tools, your hotel, like everything is on you. But yes, that is definitely possible. What you would want to do is just sign up with an IA firm. And yeah, I think you might.
They'll usually specify if you need one or not.
Yeah. So I guess you could, just go ahead and sign up for some IA firms. Matter of fact,
Okay.
Sign up, just sign up, and see what happens. You know what I mean? But it's good to have your license though. You know what I mean? Get your stamp.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but it's possible. Yes. All right. Yeah. And I'm gonna copy these links so I can share with the folks. So yeah, when everything's being recorded, so it'll be on the YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch it. I don't know, it might not be there to the end of the course, though. So I'll figure out a way to get it out there to you, brother. And I'm grabbing the rope and harness information. We'll send that out to you guys in an email and or a text as well. If you don't, again, if you're not in the Facebook group, it'll be in there as well. Go ahead and join the Facebook group. And that is all I have, my beautiful people. Thank y'all for allowing us into y'all space today. Hope you found value and some good information. I hope that this is something that you would absolutely think about doing, because I like it. I love it. I love being able to help people. It feels good to help them get back on their feet. And it feels good to help me get back on my feet when I get a check. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So again, stay tuned, stay locked in. I love you. There ain't nothing you can do about it, doggone it. And yeah, and that's our call, man. I don't know if our director, our senior trainer, if anybody want to close us out or anybody want to say anything. No? All right, well then we gonna call it a night. Thank you all for joining us. God bless you. Good night.
Thanks for the class.
Oh, no problem, man. Join us next week.
Already.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, now y'all have a good one.